Hello, my name is Shadow Templar 591, and I'm back playing Street Fighter. So last time we left off, we actually made it to Sagat. Wait, what? No, load game. Oh, I must have cancelled. So yeah, so we got to Sagat. So we got. Ow. Right, human is fireballs. The knees, I forgot about the knees. So yeah, so we got the Sagat, who is going to be the final boss. He is the final boss. So, we're gonna... Yeah, and I can see why he's the final boss, but man, are we getting just demolished. Well, I am. Getting just absolutely demolished. Okay, so I remember last time I played, because it's been a little while, that what I wanted to try, yeah. Basically, do my super moves. I remember someone watching a video or getting a comment on one of my videos when I posted on Reddit saying like, super moves make this game really easy, and especially against Sagat, it's kind of what you have to do. Just because that's all he does, and as you see how much damage he does. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Why I'm trying to do that, I'm just going to discuss. I keep pressing the pause button for whatever reason. New fighting game I've been playing. I've actually dropped Tekken. I haven't gotten back to Street Fighter either. For those, I've actually picked up a Power Rangers game. It's called Battle for the Grid. It's a pretty fun game. It's kind of in the vein of like Dragon Ball Z Fighters and Marvel vs. Capcom and those kind of games in the sense that you build a team and you try to beat each other's team. I like it because as someone who doesn't play a lot of those types of fighting games or really into recently fighting games in general, it's pretty easy mechanic-wise. The only couple of things I don't like about it, there's not a lot of characters just from the get-go. I do like the story. The story isn't original. It's, I guess, and I didn't realize this until I did some research, but it's supposed to be celebrating 25 years of Power Rangers. Power Rangers has been out for 25 plus years now. 25 years as of August of 2018, so 26 is a little over 26 years now. And this game was supposed to kind of celebrate that, and it really doesn't have a lot of characters. I'm hoping they have added DLC for new characters, but you do have to buy them. I'm hoping that maybe, they do add free characters you don't have to buy, or maybe they like eventually bundle some of them together just for cheaper, because as far as I understand, at least as of right now, there's no way to buy those characters. Sorry, just concentrating there. Buy those characters in a bundle, maybe through the Steam store, but not actually through the in-game store at least. So I would like that. I'm trying to also think the matchmaking. I don't know, but I'm kind of torn on the matchmaking. At least today, I've had pretty good time when I've been playing and fighting someone, but it's been rough for a little while, and I don't know if that was just because there hasn't been a lot of people playing it, like the word didn't go out. I know it's been out for a year now, but I just found about it, and the only reason I found about it is because it got recommended to me on Steam Store and was on a sale. So I don't know if that's it. If it's just not a lot of people. If it could also be the level, like I literally started out as level 0, so maybe there's just not a lot of people at my level rank. That's another possibility. I am now level 2, almost 3, because every character you level up in your team, they all have separate levels, but all their total amount of levels you have across the different characters equals your total profile level, and I think from what I can tell, it seems to go, I guess, off of your profile level mostly. So because mine was in 0, it didn't know really where to match me. That being said, when it did match me, it did match me against some good players. They were also level 0, so I don't know, maybe just a case of snip accounts or people who... Oh, wow. So I wonder if, since had that killed him, if that would have been a tie there. But going back to Power Rangers, so I think that could also be it. I don't like, there's a lot of, it's a fun game, like the gameplay is there, but there's a lot of, as much as I complain about like other fighting games, other major fighting games have things missing for this, not including the possible matchup, the small roster pool. I mean, there's 6 or 7 characters that you can get right off the bat. I mean, the small roster pool, the maybe shoddy matchmaking, once again, there could be a couple things going on with that. What was I going to say now? Oh, there's other things. You can't reach match players, and then the game really doesn't teach you. It's kind of the Tekken approach. It doesn't really teach you anything about the game itself. There's no tutorials, there's nothing like that. So, I mean, that's another thing. That's something I complained to Tekken about, and I'm gonna complain here. While if you during the campaign, and I haven't played the arcade mode, there is an arcade mode, so some of this might get sorted out there. During the game, there are different like battles and stuff they have you go into where they are blading you to try to not subtly teach you things. It's kind of like in StarCraft. StarCraft will give you a new unit, and actually I think a lot of RTS games are like that. But they're basically, you get a new unit. It's basically, hey, you probably should use this unit. This is kind of what this is made for, just so you can see the strengths and weaknesses. Same thing in the Power Rangers. You'll fight like a ranged character. It's like, oh, okay, how do high and lows work? How does jumping work? So it's like, well, you can't, they're kind of spam their range attack, so you can't just walk up to them. So it's like, okay, so how do you dodge ranges? Because there is chip damage. You can't get chipped out by supers. So what do you do in that case? How do you switch characters? How do you what's the best time to switch characters? What happens if your character you're switching out gets hit? Like, so there'll be stuff like that. There's one way you can tell, like, your computer is very good of knowing when it wants to switch out when the characters get you low health, so it's trying to teach you in that instance of, hey, just like a person, if you get one of their characters low on health, they're gonna probably want to switch out, and you're not always an advantage. Sometimes, like, you'll be one guy and you'll face a team of 3. Sometimes it's the other way. You're a team of 3 facing 1. So kind of understanding the odds, understanding how the different mechanics work. It's really, I guess in that sense it does have a tutorial, but I picked up on that, and I don't know if that's just from my video game experience, like from playing so many video games for so many years that I know what to look for, or if, it'd be interesting for a person who hasn't played a lot of video games. I'd like to, know if they, notice that right away or not. So that's another thing that can be, if someone who's new can also notice that, and not just me who's a veteran of video games, but someone who's newer to video games, and especially fighting games, can notice that, I think that could kind of, if it can pull that off, then that's actually, I would argue, an even better tutorial than any other, just like, hey, do these moves like in Street Fighter. That being said, you don't really learn your moves in Power Rangers like you would in Street Fighter, but really the moves aren't as complicated like they are in Street Fighter. You're not doing your quarter circles. It's a mix between like Tekken, and it's a mix between Street Fighter in the sense that you have your 4 buttons. You have 4 buttons like you do in Tekken, but instead of like right, left, hands and fits, since it's 2D and not 3D, it's, lights, mediums, heavies, and then your special moves. So just kind of like knowing which one of those to combo together. Yeah, get back. I'm not gonna lie. If I had taken him out there, I'm saving, because this is the final boss, and obviously this is a coin. You know, this is made to get your coins. So yeah, I'm putting that right out there. If I get around on Sagat, I'm taking that and running with it. So that's how, going back to Power Rangers, that's how the Power Rangers game works. So it's more or less learning like what moves combo together so you can keep the combos up, which is a big thing in those kind of games. And to be honest, I faced someone who, you know, had one character, Goldar actually, for the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and he was really good at it. You get like a 16 combo out of it, but I wasn't even mad. I was just like, oh man, that's pretty cool. I want to be able to do that. I wonder if I'll be able to do that. Ooh, I thought maybe I could get around on him. Guess not. I wonder how much. You know what? I just seen how much time was on that run. I don't think there was much. So that meant, going back to the Power Rangers thing, sorry, I lost my train of thought. So that just made me want to, like, okay, it just made me want to get better. I don't know if there's any guides, I would imagine. I mean, if I Googled or YouTube, there would be videos on them and different characters and stuff, the different, like, moves and, you know, what you want to combo into it and what has priority and stuff. I don't know if I'll get any as deep, but I do enjoy it. I do. It is because it's one of those games. It's really a good medium between like a really easy games like I think it was called High Jump, which literally just has 2 buttons, and like a game like Street Fighter or your Tekkens of the world and games like that. It's really in that ballpark of Fantasy Strike. I would even put like Pokken tournament in that. You know, that's another game I would say. I haven't played it. I've watched some matches on it. So I would say that's in that range. I don't know if I would put Smash in there. Smash is a weird game. It really doesn't follow a good formula when it comes to, because it's weird. It's a hybrid game. It really can be both. And I guess you could say that of a lot of like fighting games, but even so, more so just because it has like the tournament thing built into it, unlike fighting games where you kind of have to, most fighting games where you kind of have to do it yourself, like you have to kind of just like, you know, pass along like controller, whereas you know, yeah, dang it. Unlike like other fighting games where it's more like you have to pass the control around and everything. So, and it's kind of can be both, even though, and that kind of comes back to its history of not originally supposed to be in one, but turning up into one. Ah, man, really? 2 in a row? Ah, man, I'm mad. Yeah, eat that. So wait, I did a fireball to his legs. He took no damage. I blocked his fireball, and I still took damage? Man, I'm calling some BS. Yeah, get out of here, man. Oh man. Okay, so I'm kind of glad I'm getting the fireballs out with some more regularity. So we should be able to, you know, hopefully, I'm probably not going to play too many more rounds, but I should be able to, as long as I can keep this up, you know, keep doing it from time to time, should be able to beat him, hopefully fairly, at least take a round off. That'd be nice. Ooh. Okay, this will probably be my my final round. So let's. Oh my god. Okay, we'll try one more, because that was like gone so quick. We'll try one more time, see how that goes. Because that was kind of depressingly quick, to be honest. It was like so quick, it's like done in a blink of an eye. Oh my. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I think I just didn't notice how quick the other matches were going because I went on that tangent about like Power Rangers and stuff and fighting games and everything. But yeah, yeah. I even tried a heavy punch to see if I could get him knocked back, and he was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna do my move. Just do my move." So, anyways, guys, I hope you liked that discussion of Power Rangers. You know, we're gonna continue to try to beat Sagat. I like that. You know, I am able to do more fireballs on a consistent basis. Happening a lot more often. So I think as long as I can keep that up, you know, we should be able to beat Sagat. And then, you know, once we beat Sagat, I'll be on to a new game. I haven't decided what game I want. I have some ideas, but, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to that. As always, guys, my name has been Chido Templar 591, and have a great day.